Hello friends, welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. We're doing a pick a card reading today, and for the first time ever, I'm being drawn to use one deck of cards only for the reading. So there will still be 3 piles, but we're going to get the cards for the energies. They're all in this deck, and that's what I'm guided to do. So I don't ask questions, I just do what I'm guided to do. Let's see. So I'm going to shuffle them a little bit, ask that there not be any flyouts, and we'll cut the deck in 3. And the top card on each pile will be that pile, the identifier for that pile, if that makes sense. So let's see what we have. One more deck, one more cut first. Clear any residual energies. I just noticed I don't have any rings on, any, I'm not wearing my tiger's eye protection bracelet. I'm raw dogging it here. I was just so drawn to do this reading right now. So here we go. Here we go, folks. We're gonna do it this way. Okay. I don't know why I felt the need to do it that way, but let's see what we have. Well, if we're gonna see anything, I better put on my glasses. Pile number 1 is the Emperor. Are you feeling the Emperor, my friends? Are you feeling that strong leadership energy? Pile number 2, we have the Fool. 2 major arcana cards. What are the chances? The Fool, of course, being about new beginnings. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Very much a wish fulfillment card, a card of having it all. So yeah, take a minute, look at the cards. The timestamps will be below for each pile, and when you're done, I'll meet you in your pile. There may be more than one message in this reading for you, so you may find that multiple piles are you know, standing out for you, and that could just be because there's different areas of life that there's a message for you. Perhaps one pile is in career and another pile is a message about love or community. So yeah, just follow your intuition. It'll lead you in the right direction. I'll see you in your piles. Okay, my friends, so you have chosen this Emperor card. This deck, by the way, is the Unfolding Path Tarot deck. So if you're interested, if you like the illustrations, that's the name of the deck. I read intuitively, but it does have a very comprehensive book involved, or included, rather. So here's the Emperor. The Emperor stands in a position of authority. This card could be coming out for you right now, asking you to step up into your own authority, asking you to do what you know is right. This may represent someone in your life, someone in a position of authority. It could be a boss. Gender doesn't matter. It's the energy of the Emperor that we're talking about. So it could be a boss, a parent, a mentor, an instructor, you know, someone who has a leadership role. Part of me wanted to say politician, but I'm not saying it right now. So, yeah, this is leadership energy. So this is either representing you, pile number 1, right? Who you are, recognizing the steps you're taking, the movement forward you're making, how you're leading your group, your work group, your family, how you are the leader of your friend group, perhaps, or a community group. And if you're not already, then this message is asking you to step into that energy, because it is within you. We all have agency and authority over our own personal being, our personal perspectives, our opinions, how we respond in situations. So yeah, be strong is the message here. Okay, let's see what we have to start. I'm not going to flip to the bottom of the deck because there may be another message, but let's see what we have. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. The Knight of Swords is a knight of action. He very much is quick-witted. I love the Knight of Swords in that he can be very sarcastic, but he also is able to pull and draw on important information, you know, unimportant little facts. You know, he's that person that you know that just knows all these things that are random, and, you know, almost like a Uncle John's bathroom reader, if you know what I'm saying. One of those books of important and unimportant facts. He can also speak out of turn, be rather blunt, because he is so fast with his response, with his reaction. So I'm not sure how this is resonating yet. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Death card. Okay. So let's look at this energy and see how it might fit into your circumstances. Not that we're trying to make it fit, but if you recognize it, then the message is for you. So the Eight of Pentacles really is an energy of working hard, of practicing a craft or a skill set, or just getting more information, or gathering resources to make something happen. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning or a new opportunity, something that you're passionate about, something very creative. This could just be not just be, but this could be a door opening for you. So, oh, pile number one, this is the message I just got, so forgive me if it's not resonating, but you're about to hurt somebody's feelings, and it's not intentional. But you have some knowledge that someone around you is lacking. Perhaps it's a bit of common sense, or you think it ought to be, but you know the answer to this question, or you know the truth behind a situation, because you've worked it, you've seen it, you've lived it firsthand. Okay. And yeah, I feel like you're being compelled to tell your story or change somebody's mind in some way, like not intentionally, not like I'm gonna go out here and say this to change your mind. It's that you are going to reveal a truth about yourself or about a situation that is going to totally transform how a situation continues, or how a person perceives something. I don't know what this is. It's like one of those mic drop moments. Okay, so this could be coming through for you in the next little bit. That and don't hold back. This is your truth. This is what you know. And I think maybe it just might surprise some people, because they're not expecting you to show up in this role, and to show up and be so bold and articulate. Like, you might be pile number one, that person that stays in the background, doesn't, you know, doesn't say much, just really observes. And you know yourself that when you sit back and kind of hold your tongue, you get the most information of anyone else in the room, because you get to see everyone's perspective, everyone's opinion, everyone's input. You get to, you know, take a look at their body language. You're listening to understand what they're saying rather than listening to respond. So you're actually getting the whole, you know, the whole bit of information. Yeah, I wish I could be a fly on the wall when you stand up and with your full chest drop your truth bomb on them and mic drop and leave the room. Like, it's shocking. It's shocking. It's going to be transformational. I love this. Ooh, I wish I knew what this was. This is like a profound, profound situation coming through for you. If you were looking for, like, if you've been thinking, oh gosh, I wish I could say something. I wish I could say something. If that's something that's been on your mind and you were looking for a sign to speak your truth unapologetically, here it is. Here's your sign, as Jeff Foxworthy would say. But not like that, you know. You might be a redneck. I don't know. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely. So, this is a message to, what's, you know, what do I want to say? It's a message asking you to go forth with grace, okay? So, it's not a time for, you know, I told you so's or anything like that. The Queen of Pentacles is very proud. She lives in her truth. She's very abundant and very generous. She doesn't want what other people have. You know, she accepts people for who they are and how they show up, you know. She's an absolutely beautiful creature, a beautiful energy. When a Queen of Pentacles walks into the room, you feel her energy, you feel her earthiness. You know, she's that person that you immediately feel comfortable in their space, and that's the bottom of the deck energy. So I think this is you. You may identify as the Queen of Pentacles. You might be an earth sign, or you might have a lot of earth placements in your birth chart. But yeah, you are the Queen of Pentacles who normally doesn't stand up and get into people's business, and that's not what you're doing with the Emperor. You're standing up, I think, to protect your own interests, to speak your own truth, and to protect those whose truth you know is the same as yours. So go get them, but do so in a way that no one can ever say you were mean or hurtful about it. Okay? Do it, be classy. Be classy, Paul, number one. When you go in and drop this truth bomb on the world, or on your family, or on your workplace, whatever it is that you're doing, yeah, unapologetically, gracefully, classy. That's how you're going to do it. Let's see what we got. We got the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, wow, the Nine of Cups, and the Judgment card. Beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful message. So this is kind of after that time bomb goes off that you're dropping there. The King of Cups is a message of love. Okay, so really this is, whether it's shocking or surprising to some people, it's an act of love that you are doing, and people will recognize it as such once they come to understand what it is that you've said, what it is that you are sharing. You can expect great compassion, great empathy, for you, for others. People are going to see where this comes from. Okay, just stand in your energy, stand in your heart space. There are likely going to be those people, right? And those people are the people who don't understand, who are fearful of what it is you've just said, people whose life experience just wouldn't allow them to understand your perspective as hard as they possibly tried, right? And that's fine. This just isn't their life path. But don't feel any kind of way by their judgment or by their projections onto you, okay? The 10 of Wands is that heavy weight to bear. And I think maybe this has been your heavy weight to bear. This is a truth that you've walked around with, that you haven't shared, even though you know that it could have, you didn't want anyone else to have to carry any part of this burden. But this burden isn't yours to bear, right? This, you know, that expression, the truth will set you free. That's the message coming through with that card. And of course, the 9 of Cups is that. It's that beauty, that abundance, that love. It's a wish come true, a dream come true. It's an energy of freeing. With the Judgment card here, you know that this is the time. You know that now you're ready. And you can feel it. You can feel it in your bones. There was a shift or a transition of some type. Well, that makes sense with the transformation, but there was a whole shift in your energy. You just woke up today feeling different. Okay, you woke up today with a whole different mindset, with kind of a deeper understanding of something that's relevant in your world. And just know that if you're in your heart space when you deliver this message, when you start this new thing, or when you drop this bomb, it's going to be a huge weight off your shoulders. It's just you're going to feel so free. And oftentimes it's you know, we can feel heavy by keeping either keeping important information from somebody, or keeping a secret for someone else that you wouldn't have liked to have kept. You know, that it's a heavy burden. But if this is a secret that you're sharing, yeah, this Judgment card is saying that you know, there's secrets, and then there is things that you are being asked to not share as a means of protecting another person's wrongdoing, okay? And I feel like for a very long time, the secret, you felt that you owed certain people loyalty, and I think that the day has come that that's changed, and you feel loyalty only to yourself and to your own conscience and to your own well-being and to your own truth. So good for you. Good for you, Pa One. I love this for you. This is going to be freeing. It's going to share a great deal of love with others. Others are going to feel very inspired by your action. Yeah, it's a big deal. If it resonates and you're dropping a truth bomb somewhere and you want to share it, let me know in the comments, because this is like a pretty profound message for you. Call number 1. We're going to get an angel card. I'll also ask at this time, if you don't already, if you'd like to consider subscribing to my channel. No cost, just hit the subscribe button. Notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new readings. Composure is your message from the angels. I'm going to read that for you. Composure. Take time to gather your thoughts and energy, because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now, you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon this situation and everyone involved, and there's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. I'm going to read the extended message as well for this card. I don't always, but I'm feeling drawn to. This card encourages you to step into the energy of equanimity. Equanimity is a Zen-like state in which you refrain from reacting to a situation out of fear or separation. Right now, angels of pure divine light are helping you feel guarded and guided, and encouraging you to recognize that you have an incredible force of love within you. Okay, so composure is guarding you or advising you not to take this knee-jerk reaction. You have a wealth of information, and you've gotten the receipts. You know what you are saying is right. Compose yourself and make sure that what you deliver is a response and not a reaction, okay? Because a reaction will come out sarcastic or blunt or seem aggressive, and it'll shut down the message, right? So before delivering any of this, you're being asked to maybe sit, ground yourself, ensure that you know what it is you want to say, make sure that your message is clear, that you say what you mean, that you mean what you say, and that the group that you are speaking to takes you seriously and hears you, okay? So, yeah, compose yourself before taking this, this leap here. We're going to end your reading with another oracle card. This is the Find Your Own Way oracle. I love these messages. So let's see what we have here for pile number 1. Oh, popped right out. Oh, no, okay. Why did I think you had 2? Love overcomes fear. Wow. That's a beautiful message. Love overcomes fear. Let's see. I'm going to read this one for you as well. The key to loving well is to love from a secure, self-loving heart. True love involves receiving with grace, holding with gratitude, and letting go with generosity. In contrast, fear-driven love is common but unproductive, as it's not rooted in wholeness and can be forceful, withholding, and confining. Start by receiving unconditional love from yourself and others with grace. This foundation allows you to extend love to others with genuine gratitude and generosity. Such love grows naturally rather than being forced. It shares freely and offers liberation without constraints. You may have been taught that self-love is indulgent or secondary to loving others. However, if you're not at peace with yourself, the love you offer others will stem from fear and insecurity. Ensure your heart is aligned with self-love so you can give and receive love in its truest, most fulfilling form. These cards, these oracle cards, also come with an affirmation, so I am going to read that for you as well in case this is something that you would like to repeat to yourself. May I receive with grace, love with gratitude, and let go with generosity. So again, may I receive with grace, love with gratitude, and let go with generosity. All right, my pile number 1, friends, this has been your very profound reading today. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps others to find the channel. And until next time, pile number 1, I'm wishing you love and blessings. Go out there, have fun, and be safe. Bye for now. Pile number 2, my friends, if you were drawn to the Fool card, then this reading is for you. I love this Fool card. Not only is it about a new beginning and a leap of faith, it's about growth, okay? So you're doing something maybe that you've never done before, and so it's a new beginning in that way, but it's also kind of a rite of passage. So, for example, it could be taking a relationship to a next level, growth in that aspect if it's related to a love situation. This could be moving into a new position at work or moving out of the workplace into retirement, that sort of situation. It's a new beginning, but it's a faded new beginning because another cycle has come to an end, okay? So this is something likely that you were expecting to come through for you. You were expecting that at some period of time you would move into this new beginning, you know, maybe this is about, you know, parenthood. Maybe you're becoming a grandparent. I mean, it could resonate however, but you kind of understand what I mean, right? It's like the next phase of a life situation, the beginning of a new cycle of life. Meh, okay. Ooh, the Star card. This is where you're really gonna shine. Okay. The Star card is coming through. I really think what this is representing is a lot of people are on their soul healing journey. Okay. And particularly if you're here listening to this reading today, then you are interested in hearing what tarot, perhaps what astrology, what spirits have to say, right? Because you believe on some level. And this is indicating real growth, real faith, and that a belief in the universe, and that there's a higher power that compels us, and that we're all part of one collective. Whatever your belief systems are, this Fool may be your journey into this. So yeah, it's also an indication from Spirit that you are so totally on the right path. You're where you're meant to be. Look at that. That's that Knight of Cups. So that's that. Welcome. You're welcome here. We love you here in this community. Welcome to the woo-woo community. We've got the Hanged Man and the 8 of Swords. I love this. Okay, so this is telling me that I mean, I could put it the other way, but I'm going to hold it this way, that you may have felt yourself in a position of being trapped. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can't control, and when you are living a life or a reality where not a lot of the decisions that are occurring or the things that are happening in your life are as a result of something, of a choice that you made, right? So for example, things are becoming more expensive, people are becoming more jaded and bitter in some circumstances. You know, the economy is you know, not the greatest, and there's a lot of world tension, and there's just all kinds of stuff that we may not resonate with at all that has us feeling trapped or limited. And really it's simply because we're so bombarded with that information. I mean, it's a new time now with social media and the internet. You know, I'm Gen X, so I lived an entire, like, I remember when the mouse came out and I thought, well, this just isn't going to catch on, because what a pain, because I had used my computer with control keys. Everything was a key flick. So this mouse thing I thought was, this is never going to catch on, right? So yeah, it's because we're seeing everything, and because it comes at us at a pace that's unlike anything. You know, before you might have heard it, something on the radio or on the nightly news, or you might have picked it up the next day in a newspaper, or, you know, a magazine article. You weren't being given minute by minute kind of flashbangs of what's actually happening out there in the world. And I think what's trapping a lot of us is because that's what's selling views, right? That's what people want to see. That's that shock value. We became less shocked as we watched more and more violent programs, and so this, you know, because we're not, a lot of us aren't living it. It's not our reality. We're seeing it on a screen. So we're kind of, I don't know, like numbed by it, right? So it doesn't poke at us nearly as much as it should. It doesn't torment us nearly as much as it should. And then by the same token, we're living this reality where things are out of control and we want to make changes and we feel overwhelmed. So you've come to the right place, my friends, okay? Welcome to Woo Woo, because the truth is that there's such truth out there. There's such beauty out there, such love out there. There are more people in the world, like, we are more alike, all of us, than we are different, truthfully. And this Hanged Man is about moving out of your comfort zone, moving out of the place where you thought you had it all figured out. You know, you were raised a particular way, you have a certain mindset, a belief system, a faith perhaps. You grew up in whatever religion, your parents and the people around you, you know, they contributed to your mindset, to your belief system and opinions and perspectives on things. And then you get out and you lived in the world and you go, oh, wow, you know, And you start to see that other people have different perspectives, and other people have different ideas, and other people have actually lived differently than you have, right? So moving out of your comfort zone is the first step, is acknowledging that, right? Is like, wow, that's kind of an eye opener, right? So I think you've done that. You've started this new beginning where you're starting to realize this whole love and compassion and empathy for others is a really strong energy, and I'm not trapped. See, each one of us has control and free will, and are able to live our reality as we want to. Okay, I'm surprised the Magician card didn't come out, but we all get to create our own reality based on our perspectives, based on our choices of how we respond to things, whether we respond to things. Yeah, so this is a real important moment for you. It makes sense too, because it's like the first day of the new astrological, the new year in astrology. Sun just entered into Aries. It's the spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere, if you're with me up here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, like I think, don't quote me, today's the 20th, yeah, but I think Mercury might even be stationed direct now, like come out of retrograde, where it was messing with my technology and my communication and my emails and all that stuff. You know what you were doing, Mercury. All right. See, bottom of the deck energy. Look at that. Bottom of the deck energy is about love and family and support. Okay, that's a beautiful card. So this is, please, I feel like the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands are saying welcome. Welcome to the woo-woo community. Welcome to the place where we believe in other people. We believe in goodness and love and kindness and compassion. Yeah, where we're just trying to live our lives and let others live theirs. Okay. Yeah, welcome, welcome. You are most welcome here. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, I was going to continue, but I want to stop. Queen of Wands is your power, okay? She's very, very powerful. She makes things happen. She is the fire starter, okay? So just wanted to let you know. Oh, look at you, Queen, Queen, Queen. Queen of Swords is coming out for you. You are this queen. You are making things happen with your voice, with your ideas, with your truths. Wow, okay. Ace of Cups is a beautiful message of love and support. There may be a new love coming through for you. You may find a new passionate project that you're going to work on. And then, look, come on, come on. Look at this. I could cry. This is so beautiful. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands. You have the Queen of Swords. A message of standing up in your power, in your beautiful grace, in your, you know, you have such influence. You have such charisma in this message, in this truth, in this badassery of standing up and starting this new beginning, whatever it is for you. And at first I thought, well, you know, it might just be moving into, for a lot of you, this is big, right? This is you starting to embrace your spiritual side. Maybe you heard about vision boards and you're starting to do one of those, or maybe you're meditating or doing yoga or using dowsing rods, or feeling like maybe you'd be interested in tarot. And what I say to that, what Source and Spirit says to that is, please do. You're most welcome here. Thank you for joining us. We have two aces. And the two aces, I love aces. They're beautiful cards. They're new beginnings. They're opportunities. They're, you know, the truest, purest form of the element. So Ace of Hearts would be, or Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups would be the heart, okay? A true innocence, a purity. And the Ace of Pentacles would be something so brand new, a new idea, a new project, a new experience, a new hobby, a new home, a new relationship. There's lots of new energy here. So we have the Fool, which is new. We have the two aces. They are new. The Hanged Man is growth, and it's moving outside of your comfort zone. That is new. Okay, lots of newness, lots of love, lots of energy telling you that you are strong in this. Yeah, you are a queen. Go collect your crown, okay? So there's no, you know, there's, in this, if this is a spiritual journey that you are beginning, and this was your confirmation, if you were looking for confirmation, this is it. Please know that you never stop learning, okay? There's no beginning and end of a spiritual journey. The beginning was the day you arrived here on earth, really, because you've been learning from that point forward. And as you age, as you mature, you begin to learn that you have to unlearn some stuff because it's not true to your heart, to who you are. Okay, you begin to check your responses, those knee-jerk reactions that you're having, and you ask yourself, is it coming from my head, my ego? Is it coming from conditioning that I experienced, or is it coming from my heart space, right? Because where you want to answer things from, where you want to show up in a place is in your heart space, okay? That will lead you towards truth. That will lead you towards your own blessings. So there's no, beginner mindset. This is just the next step, right? This is just the next thing you are going to do on this spiritual journey that you are on. Okay, learning about yourself, learning about the world, learning about who you are, what you believe is beyond this realm and the rest. Anyway, I could go on and I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you. I hear you say thank you. Stop rambling. We're going to get an angel oracle message for you. Your reading was so to the point. It's like it almost can't even be... I mean, I'm sure there's a million different ways this could be translated, but it's coming through really clear to me that that this is you on your spiritual journey. Look at this, opportunity and change. That's what the angels are saying to you. I am going to read this message for you because I won't do it justice without... the book is beautiful. It tells you right directly what they're trying to say. Let's see. As one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. Your angels are drawing close to support you in making the changes that you need to make to attract opportunities and abundance. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginning you're seeking is unfolding now. If you're hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular project, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown, but it will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings and gifts and what's important to you. Your guardian angel is waiting to guide you through the doorway of opportunity that's being offered for you now. I feel drawn to read the extended message for you as well. You are in a time of change and opportunity. Whether this involves a new role, career opportunity, relationship, child, or project, know that it is blessed by God and angels. This is an exciting time, and if you have apprehensions, know that this card is reassuring you that you're being supported by the divine. If you ask angels to lead the way, you will be guided by signs, intuition, and instinct. Move forward fearlessly as this is a blessed time for you. Like, thank you, Spirit, so much. I love when the angels tie it all together, when, that was just an absolute confirmation of the message that you're receiving today here through the tarot. So I love that. It's beautiful. We are going to end your reading with another oracle message. It's the Find Your Own Way oracle deck. And if I haven't asked already, if you're interested, please hit subscribe and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new readings. We're beginning to grow here on the channel, and thank each and every one of you for being here with me. I'm on my own spiritual journey here. Let's see. What do we have? Release shame. Release shame. Okay. I love this. This one comes out quite a bit. Quite a bit in the reading. So I think this is a message really that the angel spirit wants the collective to hear. Unreleased shame is a terrible burden that, if left unresolved, erodes both our spiritual and physical well-being. Shame should be a healthy and temporary recognition of harm, prompting growth, forgiveness, and transformation. Yet it often sticks, especially when unforgiven or unfairly placed on us. When shame is projected onto you by the pain, fear, or ignorance of others, it stunts your self-worth, confidence, and joy, making it challenging to be able to both give and receive love. What shame holds you hostage? Where did it come from? If you haven't forgiven yourself, it's crucial to do so, even without the forgiveness of others. If the shame was unjustly placed on you, forgiving those who shamed you can help release you from the power of their insecurity. You're worthy. Look forward, learn, grow, and feel joy and pride for the future. And the affirmation with this card, if you're into affirmations, is, with love and justice, may I release shame and move forward toward joy and pride. It doesn't say forward. I put that in myself. I shouldn't have. Let me read it again. With love and justice, may I release shame and move toward joy and pride. All right, my friends. Pile number 2, this has been your reading, your very, very profound reading. I am so grateful I was able to read this for you today. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps others to find the channel. And until next time, I wish for you much love, many blessings. Go out there and have fun and be safe. Bye for now. My pile number 3, friends, you have selected the 10 of Pentacles. I love this. The 10 of Pentacles can mean many, many things. In this case, it's really giving the energy of legacy, okay? Of having built something that you are going to leave behind for future generations. So that can be something tangible, like wealth or property, or, you know, maybe you have created some bit of artwork or music or writings that you'll leave behind. But for others, this is a card of success, having successfully broken a string or a many generational kind of pattern of ancestral trauma. And what I mean by that is, it may be that for many generations going back, there has been a legacy of lack or loss or you know, difficulty or struggles, and you in this lifetime have changed that. You've changed the narrative of how your family, how you represent, okay? For a lot of, you know, abuse travels over many generations, and oftentimes you'll see the pattern that abusers, if you look back in their history, often have come from abusive homes. So it's a pattern, a learned pattern, and it also gets embedded in our genetic codes, right? So it's a difficult thing to do, and if you are the ancestral trauma breaker in your family, you are likely the black sheep. Right? You've done something different. You've stepped outside of the norm of a family's belief system, and you're kind of, yeah, you're that black sheep. You're the one on the outside looking in, and it may well have been a very difficult journey for you. You know, I suspect, like, for most of the ancestral trauma breakers, if it's related to like some form of abuse, it's a childhood experience of the abuse that causes like just shift something within your will, in your genetic makeup, that says, I'm not going to allow this to move forward, right? And you make real changes and can know that your children um, now are raised with a whole different mindset than maybe you were. Okay, with a whole new reality than what you understood. So there comes a time when you got to break the mold, because the mold is ugly, or the mold can be improved upon. So sometimes the mold needs to be broken. And I feel like this is you. This is, for a lot of you, this is a recognition of the beautiful family you've created, of the beautiful home or life that you've created, the community, the relationships, the workplaces, whatever it is for you. You know, this is an acknowledgement of, from Spirit, of how hard you've worked, how far you've come, what you're leaving behind. Please know that it's absolutely beautiful what you've been able to create. Yeah, look at that. King of Cups. King of Cups. See, the King of Cups is that healed heart, right? So the King of Cups feels all the emotions. He's not, you know, emotionless. He's very sensitive. He's had, you know, he's felt betrayed. He's felt sad, neglected, lost, lonely. He's also felt great love and great pride, and he knows that he can feel those emotions because they're relevant and they're necessary and they're appropriate. If something happens that makes you sad, then you can cry. You do feel sad. The default of not feeling your emotions tends to run to anger, because it's fear-based, right? You don't know how to feel. You don't know how to express yourself. The King of Cups knows how to express himself and does very clearly, but doesn't become overwhelmed by the emotions that he does feel. So I think, yeah, your legacy, okay, it's not imposter syndrome, okay? Being that loving parent, or that loving you know, partner, or whatever it is, doesn't mean you're perfect, okay? It doesn't mean that you don't occasionally want to you know, throw a dish or whatever, get so frustrated that you think, I'm not even going to say it because people will attack in the comments, but you know, we all get that urge to just, you know, slap a bee. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and there's situations that I don't care how loving and, you know, compassionate and empathetic you are. You probably once in a blue have wanted to really shake the living shit out of someone for being so mean or stupid or horrible or whatever. So this is not imposter syndrome. You're allowed to feel those things. You're allowed to feel angry, because anger is a recognition that something's going wrong here. I don't like something. So you use that anger to inform your next decisions. Or if you're stuck in this path of ancestral trauma, you use that anger and project it outward as someone else's anger was projected to you, right? So you may feel like you may feel like an imposter in your own home, because maybe yesterday you told your kids to get their damn asses in the house before you spanked them from here to, or knock them into next week, or some, you know, one of those comments that kind of trickles down from the 70s. Maybe you did say something like that, maybe, you know, but it doesn't mean that you are not this King of Cups. So this doesn't mean you have to be perfect. This is that you've become a person who can acknowledge your mistakes and ask for forgiveness and apologize where necessary. So yeah, Three of Pentacles. Yes, this is growth. Okay. There was once a time, you know, if you know, there was once a point in time where a certain group of people would not apologize because apology meant defeat. When really apology means acknowledgement, it means growth, it means insight. Right? When you genuinely apologize for something, it means that you've taken a moment to recognize what it is that you have done that may have hurt someone else, whether that something would have hurt you or not, right? That's real growth. So I'm getting the message. Spirit wants you to know that that they see you growing. They see all the hard work you're putting in. That's the Eight of Pentacles, is your hard work. And they see you looking at all the different options and being very, very confused. Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's break it down here, what we have. Yeah, move forward from your heart space. As long as you're moving forward from your heart space, as long as your intentions are good, as long as you are, you know, if you make a mistake and acknowledge it and make a responsible choice to make changes, that's growth. That's working hard. That's putting the work in. Now, the Seven of Cups is coming through kind of different. I'm going to put it down here. I don't think it's related up there. I think this is just with the Eight of Pentacles telling you to keep up the hard work. Okay, you're being recognized for all that you're doing, whether at work, in your relationships, in your community, you know, in channeling your road rage into, you know, car karaoke instead of flipping the bird at everybody. Whatever it is, you are growing and Spirit sees it and wants to acknowledge it. Now, Seven of Cups is coming through to say you may feel as though there are a lot of things you could be doing, you should be doing, you might want to do, and the Seven of Cups coming through for you at this time is kind of to say you don't have to consider everything, right? Like, everything's not for you. Some things are good for some people. Okay, they are really good ideas for some people, but maybe not for you, right? So, for example, zip lining and bungee jumping and scuba diving, those are things that are exciting and passion filled, and they're for other people. I mean, I'm not ziplining anything. I'm not bungee jumping off anywhere. And I'm certainly not scuba diving because that's not for me. Okay. I will, however, ride my motorcycle or, you know, camp in the wilderness, or, you know, those things are for me. So don't feel like, it's kind of a message not to, you can look to things or people as role models and see how they react in situations. But it's really important that you move forward in things that you love to do. Yeah, Judgment. Listen to your own self, okay? Judgment card is saying you know what it is you want to do. You know how it is you want to show up. Do that. Because that's, you know, that's going to work out the best for you. And you know what it is already. I'm surprised the High Priestess hasn't come out. The Judgment card is coming out to say you know it. This is true growth. This is, they're if you stop trying to, okay, I'm sorry, I get multiple messages. Just, okay. For someone out there, there's a situation in your life where you have multiple options, okay? And you're driving yourself half crazy in the head trying to figure out which option to take, when really you're doing too much. You're putting too much work into it. You really need to step back and Be in your own space, be in your own energy. Stop creating kind of fictional scenarios, because you can't possibly know how something would pan out. Choose what is true for you. Choose what your heart tells you is true for you. Okay? It's also an acknowledgement that it doesn't have to be forever. If you choose something because you believe it's right for you, relationship, job, house, apartment, car, anything, if you choose it because you think, you truly believe this is right for you, and then you come to find out that it's not, then you change it. Okay? So, yeah, stop thinking so hard. I'm also getting another message of, analysis paralysis. You can't stop. You can't stop thinking about a situation or a set of options. All right. King of Pentacles. Love this energy for you. King of Pentacles is kind of, I always find the King of Pentacles kind of boring, right? He's kind of boring. He's got all the stuff. He's got great success, very practical, very rational, not judgmental. It's kind of like that. I'm trying to think of a person in real life with that King of Pentacles kind of energy. And I can't. I can't pick someone. All right. King of Pentacles is a person that's worked very, very hard for what they have. Okay, it could be a person in a position of authority, or maybe not authority, but people put them on a pedestal because they have a lot of stuff or they have a lot of money. Okay, it doesn't always speak to their character, right? That they've got all this stuff. I'm getting the message that all that glitters is not gold. So that's there for someone. Yeah. You're just meant to own your own life, your own choices, your own decisions, your own reality, and that puts you in that King of Pentacles positive light. We have the Hermit card. Wow, love this. The Hermit card is a message to go within. It's a card telling you you already know the truth. You know the answer. Your intuition will light the way. Don't follow your head only. Of course, you need to follow your head in terms of, you know, where you going, how you getting there, and all of that stuff, the logistics. Leave that to your head. But the Hermit card comes through and says, but follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow your higher self, your inner knowing, follow your gut, right? She carries the star around to light her way. And that star is her faith, her hope, her belief, her optimism, her expectation, her positivity. That's what lights her way. Okay. Do we have another card? So asking you to do the same. And telling you as well, for those who feel more comfortable by themselves, that's fine. You know, nothing wrong with introvert. But whenever you get a chance, share your beautiful heart and soul with others. The Tower card, and bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Wands. Okay, you got this. The Tower card is a message that when things shake up, as sometimes things do, oftentimes out of our control, some reality that, you know, something that we knew to be true. It could be some knowledge that we thought was one way. A tower moment would expose that it's something different. We're getting a lot of that right now in terms of realizations and truths coming to light in different situations and different realities. The Tower card can also be consistent with something in your own life that is happening. So maybe it's a staff shuffle at work. Maybe it's a relationship in the family breaking down and changing. It could be, just it's the Tower card represents something that's happening, changing in our lives, but it's changing for us. It's not something that's happening to us. And having that trust and faith and hope is very important during Tower moments, because we likely won't see the blessings until after the fact. So I'm sure most everyone can look back in their past at something that happened, some situation that occurred. It could even have been a traumatic situation or experience, or one that left you very sad or unhappy or feeling betrayed, that you looked at as devastating or heartbreaking, that later became a blessing in disguise. I think most people experience that at least once with their first love, right? That first love that you expect is going to last forever, and nobody gets you like they do, and you're 15, and then the breakup, right? The Tower moment happens, and it's devastating, right? Now, your next relationship, you start to see the blessings from the first. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. You know what how you want to do things different, But for having met that person, you wouldn't have met this person, just all kinds of situations like that. So, that Tower card is just a message telling you that you've done some beautiful stuff. You're a beautiful person. You are making some profound changes in realities for yourself and for people, and it's beautiful. And the universe, the underlying energy there is that of the warrior, the Seven of Wands, being prepared always to battle and defend yourself. I really feel like that may have been an energy that you've come out of. Okay, that's what I believe, got tired of always feeling as though you had to rise to the challenge or rise to the battle, and you're realizing that people need to handle their own stuff, and you're walking away from that. So good for you. All right, pile number 3. Let's get, all the messages today have been really profound, like bam, like smack you in the face profound. So I really hope people find these messages. Having said that, if you don't already, I'd ask you to consider subscribing to my channel. You can hit the notification bell if you want, and you'll be notified when I upload new readings. Healing energy is coming through for you from the angels. I'm going to read this for you. Yeah, I really feel, I love when Spirit comes through and confirms the reading. Angels are enveloping you in healing energy at this time. They are swirling around you, filling your body, mind, and soul with a soothing and peaceful light. They are guiding you to receive this healing energy and allow your body time to return to its natural state of goodness. Healing is actually an energy that goes beyond the body. It's the return to a natural and good state. Healing angels are placing their hands upon you in any situations that may be concerning you at this time. Know that the miracle you are seeking is unfolding before your eyes. You are blessed to receive this card today because the energy it brings will mend any breakages, wounds, or emotionally raw situations that are troubling your heart. I'm going to read the extended message for you as well because I'm being called to. If anything in your life is broken or disrupted, this card indicates that healing energy is brought to it. Your angels want you to know that any prayers or calls for help and support you have sent out have been received and that they are working on the case now. Healing doesn't happen tomorrow, it begins today. So you are guided to visualize the best and most loving outcome possible in all areas of your life. See angels of life placing their hands upon anything that may be of concern, and know that when you do this, you allow healing energy to unfold in the present moment. Wow, that's a beautiful message for you, Paul 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. We're going to end your reading with a Find Your Own Way Oracle message. I love these messages, love these cards. I'll read these ones for you as well. And they have an affirmation at the bottom of each card, so it may be something that you want to repeat to yourself or write down, say in your head, say out loud, or not at all. It's up to you. Humility and confidence. Da-da. Okay, let me read that for you. Lots of stars on the cards here today. Okay. Okay. I may just tear apart this pronunciation, but forgive me if I do. But Rabbi Reb Simcha Bunam's teachings tell us that we should carry two truths. The world was created for us, and we are but dust and ashes. This balance of confidence and humility forms a powerful foundation for success. Believing only one leads to conceit or self-loathing. Together they empower proactive, courageous, and purposeful living, honoring both yourself and others. You're unique and alive, so trust in your abilities and know your contributions are worthy and needed. You're also temporary, part of a larger picture, so there's no need to take on the weight of the world to prove yourself. Self-awareness is key to embodying humility and confidence. Understand your strengths and weaknesses, knowing when to step up or step back. Practice gratitude, seek feedback, and maintain a broad perspective. So the affirmation I mentioned, it says, with gratitude may I find confidence without conceit, humility without timidity. So with gratitude may I find confidence without conceit, and humility without timidity. All right, my friends, pile number 3, this has been your very profound reading today. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps others to find the channel. If you think someone would benefit from this reading today, feel free to share it with them. Until next time, I'm wishing you love and many, many blessings. Go out there and have fun and be safe. Bye for now.